Would you like to see Sharia law in Canada replace Canadian law?
At some point it will. You know, because we have families, we are making babies. You're not. Your population is going down the slump.
Are you
right?
serious?
And by 2060, according to Pew Research Institute, your research, by 2060, Muslims will be the biggest religious group the world over. What are you going to do then?
Actually,
go oppose Sharia even then?
You do want a Muslim majority nation in the West End, correct?
Just like you had a Western majority nation in a land of Native Americans, one day we can have a Muslim majority nation here in Canada. Right in your face.
We have Canadian law here, and you say that you want Sharia law to displace Canadian law. That doesn't sound very respectful.
In majority, you wouldn't have any other option. Go to your queen and tell her to change the laws.
Change the laws to what, sir? To Sharia law?
No, change the laws to not allow any more Muslims to come to Canada.
Now,
we owe our allegiance and our loyalty first and foremost to our religion, not to the queen, to be honest. When I went for my so-called oath, I was silent. I didn't say anything. It was your responsibility to make sure you got it out of me.
Okay, so I think this video was done when Queen Elizabeth was still alive, because the Queen of England is also the Queen of Australia and Canada. That position is one of the most powerful positions in the world. Anyway, recently, some Muslims went to pray in front of a church in Canada. The church had to start sounding their bell so that prayer no go work. These things this man is saying in this video are totally true. Now, we have freedom of religion. Everybody should worship who they want to worship. But trying to force other people to worship who you want to worship is where the problem is. You can preach to other people and win them over. If you're a good Muslim and you are able to convince a Christian to be a Muslim, by all means. If you're a good Christian and you're able to convince a Muslim to be a Christian, that's all right. But when we try to force people, now they're trying to bring Sharia laws in England and Canada. And funny enough, what he's saying here is the truth. We Christians, we are taught by civilization. 1 Pekin, 2 Pekin, okay, highest 3. But you see Muslims, they born 12, 13. Recently, I was looking at one bus stop in my area in Lagos. Hausa people don't take over the place. These people no fit stay not. But come to think of it, why would they born 1, 2, and would they send our children go Europe? Then they born 14, 15, and their children they here. So naturally, their population is covering our own. And they don't speak English. I have not seen one Hausa person that will tell you they cannot speak Hausa. But we, Urobos, are not even worse. For our village now, you know, they find we speak Urobo again. In our village, I was looking for a maid who can speak Urobo from the village, you know, from the village, oh, you know, we Urobos. It's just urbanization at the city. They don't forget their language. Yoruba still they try. But little by little, you will find Yoruba children in Lagos that don't hear Yoruba. Little by little. Okay, Igbos, they still hear Igbo because they always the market and they speak Igbo. But what am I trying to say? Our dialects and traditions are living. And these people, the Muslims and the Hausas and the Fulanis, they are taking over because by their religion, they must speak their language. And their population is increasing. They are allowed to marry 4 wives and give birth to as many children as possible. We will have learned the act of abortion. So while they are increasing, we are going down the drain. It is only a matter of time. They will start buying churches and putting mosques there. It is only a matter of time. And it's not only happening in Nigeria. Now, Canada, they tell you about so. Now, do you know that in this country now, if you carry any bill to the House of Assembly, once the North says no, forget it. That bill is gone on arrival. If the bill, make it be one of the most wonderful bills in the world. Once the North says no, that's why when people say let's do true federalism, let every state share their resources, control their resources. Because this country is living on the resources of the Niger Delta. Delta State, River State, Bayelsa, Akwa Ibom, and Cross Rivers. Now they form this country now. Now our money they want to do Third Mainland Bridge. So when you say let every state control their resources, You will need two-thirds of the House of Assembly, both the Senate and the House of Rep, to agree to it. My brother, two-thirds of the House are the Northerners. Are you expecting them to agree to a bill that will tell their governors not to eat all your money again? They will never do that. So that can never happen. True federalism will never happen. They have the population that they born more. We will not get the population with the plan not to born again. And now they say, no, now we never get 200,000 per month to go born 7. No. I'm talking about people who can afford it. There are people that can afford it. Oh, my guy recently, not bought 2 children. I say, why your wife go born the 3rd one? I say, we go train them. And in that club every week, they high. How much is coffee? How much is 1 bottle of Glenfiddich? You are drinking it every week. A 15 years Glen. For a cheap club, when I know now 180,000, 1 bottle. Boys, they knock 2 every week. How much is school fee again? We must start looking at these things. So, if now so our papa do and if we're not born also, you and your papa born 14, and you be 11th child from a 3rd wife. You don't wish your turn like they say it's only me and my husband. Yeah. You your papa born 15. You say now only 3 children you want born. If now so your papa do for born you. You are seeing them now. They're not even hiding it. They are telling you when the population comes, you have no choice than to put Sharia law in the constitution of Canada. More than they watch. And it will happen.